To be fair, already on the lap to grid, I felt good in the car, and yeah, was feeling great. Then the start of the race had a good start. Lewis used all his experience to, cover me. But it was a fun race. We were both pushing to the limit, and I slowly built my way into it. And yeah, but to start the day like this was good. But now, of course, quali is next.
It's never fun to go back, but great day yesterday. We're right in the fight, which we were really not expecting this weekend. So with that, I'm really happy, and I'm really happy with the effort the team is making to try and close that gap. We're slowly getting closer, but just not quite there yet.
I think at the minute anywhere in the top 5 is good, because to finish ahead of any Mercedes or Ferrari is not what we should be doing at the minute, because we're not as quick as them. So anytime we finish we're in the top 4, it means we've just done a very good job, I would say. So a pleasant surprise. Of course, my first lap and my start was very strong, and this gave me all the positions basically, and had a chance on Kimi. Obviously I got ahead. I just used my battery to get ahead, and then he just came straight back past. So I didn't try and fight it at all. I just let him do his thing, because I knew he was going to be a lot quicker, and it would have been a waste of my time. But I fought it well, and I feel like I managed everything very well today. So good result.
In lap one was great, and did 2 great overtakes in 2 corners. Then I got a bit left vulnerable. On the next straight, got overtaken by the McLaren, so I need to sort of understand how I managed to pull the moves off, but then how I lost the positions again. Anyway, P3 is really where I should have finished at P4. 1 point less, not ideal, but main focus is on quali now.
It was a very poor start in general. I mean, it's quite rare this year to have poor starts, but this one was very bad.
And how was the car after that?
After that, the car felt quite okay. I mean, there are still things that I'm not super comfortable with, but I'm doing a lot of progress that unfortunately are not seen so much just yet, because it's small steps after small steps. I feel like I've seen few things yesterday night that I will be able to change for qualifying that goes in the right direction. And if it goes in the right direction for qualifying, I'm optimistic it's something I can keep on other tracks, because it's kind of a bit of a philosophical change on the car to try and fit my driving a little bit better, because I'm surely struggling recently. So I've got to find pace, and I've been working very hard. I feel like we are working well and in the right direction. It takes a bit longer than what I will want, but I'm confident it will go better this afternoon.
I was more or less back in the position that I should be after 2 or 3 laps. But then we were just clearly too slow. We just don't seem to have the high speed cornering in the race like them, or like the cars around me. And then I tagged more on the tires as well because of it, sliding around too much. And that basically just made me drop back at the end.
I mean, the first lap was good, just chaotic for everyone, I think. From that point onwards, got into a decent spot and then fell back again, and the pace in following was just not great. So some things to work on for this afternoon and tomorrow for sure.
Pretty happy. I think, honestly, it's really the best we could have done. We had a bad start, but still, I don't even remember passing Isaac at the start, but I must have got him somewhere, because obviously he came back through towards the end of the race. So it was a good fight in the end. The car is working well this weekend. We don't realistically have the speed to fight the top guys, but if we can do something similar tomorrow, that'd be great.
What have you got to do to get a good start?
Wow, I don't know. It's really completely out of my control. I get given a procedure, you follow it, and then if it works, it works. It doesn't, it doesn't. So it's quite, it's very difficult. There's no margin for errors, and it's very inconsistent sometimes. You have a good feeling yesterday on the grid. Very good start. So I was confident, and then today, nothing.
Yeah, it was okay. Got a good start. Unfortunately, though, we had an issue with the deployment on lap 1. So all the places I made, I lost. So then I had to go a bit on the recovery, pass back both Alpines. And then strolled a little bit behind Liam. He was just a little bit quicker, so a few things to look into. Just struggled a bit with the low speed all week. see what I can do better, see if we can make any changes for quali. But the team have done a good job. Like I said, we're able to both pass the two Alpines, able to pull away as well. So confident for tomorrow, but focused on trying to improve a few things on my side.
We had a great start, P8, and then after we just had we don't have the pace to fight with the cars around us at the moment. So we just need to improve our package and find a way to go faster because we're just too slow.
I think we had a bit better pace. Struggling with the car, it is quite digital and quite sensitive to whatever I do, and then always mid-corner this washout that is still there. So I've been struggling a little bit, especially in quali, when the car is a bit lower, you're pushing a bit more the entries and stuff like that. The car starts to be more difficult to drive and more inconsistent. So we are struggling, we are trying to find a better compromise, but in the race, obviously, when everything settles and the speeds are a bit lower, it is easier to drive, but still struggling with the same main issues. So yeah, we will try to accept now for quali and try to be a bit better shape by end.
What was your start like?
Not good. I think we both lost. We both had the same kind of problems. At least I looked at that from the car. So definitely some learnings there for tomorrow, hopefully.
For me, it's just, again, another race like this. I think in Austria we were able to do a decent start, and this weekend looks like we have not been able to do a single start yet. I think I dropped to P16 or P17 in lap 1, and to recover all of that, it's a mess. So yeah, we need to fix this. It has been already a trend the whole year. Hopefully find a solution. I know it's not easy, but every time starting there and then coming, going to the back, is not that we have that much pace advantage to overtake everyone all the time, So we need to start putting these things together. But yeah, we keep working.
A good start, good first lap. Was really happy with that. I was happy with that, and then after that, we kind of came back to where we deserve to be. The two Audis had a really poor start, and I managed to jump them. I also managed to jump the Red Bull Isaac, who had, I think, a problem with deployment. So, that was that. After that, to be honest, not really much more I think I could have done. The Audis found their groove and eventually caught. First few laps were good, but I started to struggle with the front left, and that was it. Race over.
Obviously, we had a mega start, but not quite to the extent that we launched. I had to back off because the gap really closed in front. I could have gained much more positions than that, but had to back off. And after that, so we overtook Carlos and the two Audis, and then we were fighting a lot, through those first laps. But eventually, I had to give the place back to the two Audis. They were too fast for us. And one more lap, and I think I would have lose it to Carlos as well. So, we need to find more pace. That's going to be the focus of this afternoon, and we'll see if we can do anything.
I spent the whole race behind Ocon, that was a bit slower than us, and whole race in third gear, playing around with battery a bit and seeing how to use the battery, but unfortunately not a lot of learning. So I think Alex tried a few things on his car, that's why he started from the pit lane, and maybe we can conclude on some things, but we'll see.
We did some deal simulator work overnight, and saw maybe an interesting direction to take, so decided to test it on my car, and hard to know. I think maybe, hard to say fully, but I don't know, maybe we keep it for qualifying and see how it goes. I think realistically we're not going to score points if we don't try something, so we'll keep learning. I think for us it's just been learning, and another learning. I don't know how many pit lane starts I've done this year, but anyway.
We're in this big gap at the moment, clearly faster than Aston, but Williams and Haas is still out of reach. But we just try to maximize the learning from this session. That's why we split our cars, one medium, one soft. But now at least we have a bit more information and did loads more laps than in last weekend, so that's good. But let's see what we can do for this afternoon and tomorrow.
We knew it was going to be another hard weekend for us. No upgrades yet, so we're just patient, waiting for the improvements to come soon.
What happened at the start?
Obviously we lost position to Fernando. That meant that I was recovering, and into turn 3 I went dive the inside, and as soon as I touched the brakes there was a lot of massive tailwind, so I ended up locking up, and Fernando gave me just enough room and it was my mistake, unfortunately. The good thing is that Fernando didn't lose that much, because it seemed like he only lost a few seconds, but that meant that I damaged my front wing, so that was quite unfortunate. On the other hand, we managed to get a proper read on the car on clean air, and we have a pretty good idea on what direction we want to go for this afternoon.